Welcome back to Bikini Bottom.
Size doesn't matter.
God, Spongebob!
Beat that big thingamajig back there.
You weren't supposed to repeat that. Sandy, you're a bad influence on this little square guy. Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Did Nick really agree to this?
Does a snail meow meow? You bet. Let's kick some butt, Sandy. It's karate time.
Now that sort of has had a few peculiar jokes in its own right in the show, but my god, they took it even further. More mouse things, oh jeez. Although I don't need to get a particular score here, so it's no big deal. Alright. There you go. So you can actually click and still... You can click between and miss. I like how Sandy's left arm sums up the right arm. Are there any left-handed characters in Spongebob? I have no idea. But, again, I'm using a trackpad, which I was talking about last episode, so these things are kind of hard for me to do. Not that matters. This really nice looking arm these guys have. Oh well, I think that's everything. I missed level 2. Oh, okay. I didn't know I had multiple levels. I noticed the missed penalty there, and I thought to myself, I hope I didn't get a score of 0, because I mean, we're going to have to redo those. Because we saw in Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, the score of 0 is not enough. You need to get more than 0 to consider these meetings finished. Why is there a little whack-a-mole game here, by the way? Is this how you defeat the robots? I'm getting near misses on all these enemies. I don't know what it takes to progress to the next level. Okay. Unless you just always go to the next one, as long as you get a score of more than 0. Maybe. No idea. I'll keep going. Speaking of questionable humor in whack-a-mole games, this reminds me a lot of... Every time I play a whack-a-mole game in a video game, it reminds me of the whack-a-mole you can play in Jak and Daxter 2. Or Jak 2, I guess it's just called at that point. I never actually owned Jak 2, but I've known a lot of people that owned it, so I've actually spent a lot of time playing it. I know it decently well. I haven't seen much of the original Jak and Daxter, and I've never seen anything of Jak 3, however. It's the best example I know of a series really changing in tone, though, getting really dark after its original installment. Pretty fluffy in its first game, Jak and Daxter, but everything after that, shoo. That's how I pull it off. Usually serious stuff being taken seriously when that sort of thing happens. I can appreciate this game doesn't particularly lag when I play it. Oh jeez. One reason this is also really awkward, while I'm playing this on an original machine, the mouse acceleration profile is different, so it takes a different amount of movement to get the mouse to move a given distance. So it's really hard to move quickly and accurately. I basically can't. Is that everything though? Yep, okay. Is that the whole game? Let's see. Nope, I think we're good.
Oh,
Don't worry, Sandy. I completed the lab. That's the last of everything. Cutscene? Yes!
Hello, I am a robot duplicate plankton, not the actual plankton.
Where'd Patrick come from?
Pay no attention to me. Ha 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 ha.
oh, come on, Plankton. We know it's you.
Drat. What do you want on SpongeBob?
We need to find a way to stop these robots from destroying everything.
I can't. I've tried everything. They can't be stopped. The only thing left to do is to flip the robot control switch on. No, the on switch. Hey, look, everyone! I'm winning! I'm winning!
Okay. See, that was some better physics.
High score! I was just about to try that myself.
You did it, Patrick. The battle for Bikini Bottom is finally over.
They actually name dropped the title twice, unlike in the console version. Interesting.
Just wait. I'll be back with a new plan. A college-educated plan.
Thank you for keeping that joke alive. That was nice. Not the same weird AWE humor I was hoping for, but still, here we are. That was nice. So that's the end of the AWE series for Spongebob, and it was a heck of an adventure for a lot of reasons. This was a heck of a finale in particular. I was thinking to myself for a while that I kind of wish the SpongeBob movie was a finale, because one, it was actually originally the finale of the show too, but it was good, at least compared to other SpongeBob games generally. But this one turned out to be something special in its own right too. I just chose it because it's the PC version of the big good SpongeBob game. Not that the movie game doesn't also have a lot of followers on console, but Bikini Bottom is the giant of SpongeBob licensed games. So it was interesting to see what someone else's interpretation of it was. And it was nice, it was decent enough. But, man, was this something playing it like this, because everything else worked, and then somehow the last game, I get to the end of it, into the whole series, kind of, I mean not chronologically, but the last game I wanted to play, and it turns into this nightmare of even getting the game to work, and then having to go to Windows 98, but on a really bad Windows 98 virtual machine, and even that's kind of buggy and hard to play, and I have to play with different video cards and different processors to get it to work, and it's still laggy the whole time and whatnot. And then even when I think I have everything worked out and figured out and done with, after having dealt with the issue with the trivia games crashing depending on my video card, I get to the second last game with Robot Roundup, and it's another nightmare all over again. Hours lost to that. But we got through all of it, I guess. So, and I already explained the whole adventure that was last episode, so I won't repeat all that. So, how do I feel? I feel tired, for one. I'm happy to have played all these, most definitely, no doubt. Getting to revisit Operation Crab Patty was really fun because it was such an incredibly strange game, but it was also kind of fun. And seeing more of that, more where that came from the same studio, was fun. And seeing how their style kind of evolved and how they had their own unique style and they had their own sense of humor, which is interesting. Sometimes a bit more appropriate than others, but still, I liked it. I love the little cutscenes. Not all the games got those little cutscenes, but the pre-rendered cutscenes are beautiful. And I like the music and all those things, but a lot of that's probably just because I associate it with Operation Krabby Patty and have the nostalgia factor there. I don't think there's any credits to see here. I'd roll those if I could. Wait, no, just watch the credits, never mind. What else was there? Some of the games were good, some of them weren't, but that's just par for the course. I'm not too worried about all that. I'm used to playing games that aren't all that great on this channel anyways, so that didn't really bother me. I do appreciate their attention to detail in lots of these games. I think they're legitimately good at writing too. As extremely quirky as they are, as much as they love referencing things. It was interesting and weird seeing some of the SpongeBob voice actors voice these things. It was weird seeing really bad voice actors in some of the games next to the good SpongeBob voice actors. But I'm part of it's probably just that a good voice actor can make something out of almost any dialogue they're given, even if it's bad. But I think their writing was actually good in a lot of these games. And I got some laughs out of hearing the SpongeBob gang make jokes that they would not normally make, references to things and weird things like actual computer humor, joking about Microsoft Windows, for instance, in Plankton's case. I loved the Plankton segment of the SpongeBob movie by AWA, for instance. That was great. And then, of course, the jokes I don't want to repeat towards the end of this game. My god. And then when it got its little sequel after I finished that minigame. Jeez. I didn't expect that. Of course, it's actually not as bad as the hidden message in Employee of the Month. At least that one was hidden. Oh well. But I'm also just happy to be done with these because, man, it's work, it's stress playing PC games. There are a couple more PC games I want to play. I think there are one or two more SpongeBob PC games that there are to play. They were mostly made by AWE, but I think there are a couple others. So I'll try to play those two at some point someday. I'm curious why it was that Nick always kept coming back to AWE, this weird little studio, to make these games. I don't know if they're just selling well or what, but whatever the case, I'm happy they did. And also gave the SpongeBob PC games their own flavor, because they're always made by the same people, and those same people got familiar with the source material, and it really showed, which is awesome. But they also had their own brand to it. It's their own take on SpongeBob, and you don't really see that. You don't get to see somebody else's take on an existing massive intellectual property like SpongeBob normally, with a different brand of humor, but with actual same voice actors and characters and everything. That's one of the things that makes these games really special to me in a weird way. And that's why I play these subpar games all the time, because you find small little interesting things that nobody else gets to see because they don't give these games a chance. Sometimes things are strangely fun and interesting, sometimes it's just fun, neat, or peculiar. Sometimes you just find something interesting. And there's also, at least, I think just one more AWE game I intend to play. But I'm going to take a break from PC games for a minute before I get back to that. I've been stressing way more than I'd ever like to over Let's Plays these past couple weeks. In part because I've had technical issues outside of this series. Namely, the thing that I wanted to play, the two things I wanted to play before I started the Fancy Pants Adventures, because that was actually a fallback. And even Fancy Pants Adventures has had technical difficulties, so it's been a really bad week or two for me as far as Let's Plays go. Hopefully this will be the end of those hard times. But only time will tell if that's the case. Regardless, I hope to never have to open up this virtual machine again. Hopefully this is the last we'll ever see of it, of this screen here, this desktop. If we ever see this desktop again on this channel, it'll be a very sad day. But we can cope with that when we get to it. That having been said, thank you all for joining, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time on whatever I play next, because I'm actually not sure what I'll play next. I'm actually kind of short on things I want to play right now, although I did get a suggestion from someone that was kind of interesting recently. Might look into that. We'll see. Anyways, that's for me to worry about, and you guys will see what I come up with. Anyways, bye everyone, and thanks for listening to me ramble and rant about things if you made this far in the video. I know most people don't see these things because they're just here for Spongebob or whatever, but I appreciate knowing that there's somebody who finds my thoughts on these things interesting and has some investment in not only the things I do on this channel, but me too, however few of those people might be. So you're appreciated. You're all appreciated, whether or not you listen to this in part or not, but you're appreciated just a little bit more if you actually watch this part as well. Anyways, bye everyone. And naturally, and while I was going to end this with shutting down the virtual machine, it crashed as I tried to turn it off. Bravo. Good riddance, Windows 98.